some of the cool applications you've seen here, a demo requires running normally on a data center somewhere. But all of us have experienced the frustration of a web or application server that is slow or not available. And, as we all know, some of those applications matter more than others. Well, why doesn't IT know before users call? And why does it take so long to resolve issues? Because the only tool that IT groups have to resolve issues with applications that span multiple technology silos is the bridge call. Bridge calls can go on for hours while the user is still down. The tunnel vision impact of IT silo focus is clear. Let me run a report, see when it started. CPU might have been high around 8:30. That's not too many cursors if you have enough sessions. Doesn't the rule engine know? This is killing our bottom line. Why can't we prevent these problems? A journal just called about the outage. That is one frightened CIO up there. So I'm Mazda Marvesti, CTO and co-founder of Integrien. And this is Steve Henning, Integrien's VP of Sales Engineering. Now, Steve, we've just seen the chaos of IT troubleshooting without Alive. Can you show us, one, how Alive can simplify problem identification the very first time it sees it, and two, once it has seen the problem, how it can resolve it and prevent it and predict it?
Sure thing, Mazda. I'm going to be the guy that's responsible for application troubleshooting at a large bank. When our applications go down, it actually costs us hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour. So let's fire up that typical application problem scenario that we've seen previously, only this time, let's see it through the holistic views and predictive analytics of Alive. OK, let's go to my screen now. What you see here is Alive's view of the interdependent chain of components delivering my bank's application transactions over the web. I can see from this high-level view that from the load balancer all the way down to the DB server, everything is operating normally. Alive has learned what's normal in this environment, and everything is operating great. So Mazda, if you will, move us ahead about 30 minutes to an occurrence of that I can't access my account problem that we've seen previously. Now, no users have actually called about the problem at this point. However, it's actually already occurred. And this is the first time that Alive has seen it. Well, looks like my BlackBerry is going off here. Now, it looks like we have a problem that we need to resolve here. Mazda, why don't you show them what it looks like? Now, it looks like Alive has picked up the problem that, based on innate knowledge, that if Oracle database cursors go over 1,000 in this environment, that I've got a problem. Oracle is down, and that means my application is down as well. So let's move back to my screen now. We're going to see the results of Alive capturing the building pattern of abnormal events that actually led to this failure. And this is all my team needs. This is our problem fingerprint. It's all my team needs to be able to predict this problem and also to be able to troubleshoot it and solve the problem. Now, they'll only have to look in one place. They'll have everything at their fingerprints, the tips that they need. OK, let's look at the problem in a little bit more detail here. It looks like the problem is actually in my application server tier and also in my database tier. I can give this to my troubleshooting team, and they can figure out what the problem is. In this case, they find out that the problem is actually a long-running reporting job that ran overnight too long and is killing application performance. So let's go back to Mazda now, and he'll actually show us the impact that Alive has had.
The DBA can't handle it? Absolutely. I've already written a script that will kill this query when the problem recurs. In other words, Alive found the problem before users called. And because Alive provided the precursor to the problem, Steve's guys were able to quickly identify what the problem was and where it was coming from. And the rest of the team was busy doing productive work instead of firefighting. Our service levels are already going up, and Alive is still learning to recognize our problems. Now, let me move the clock ahead 2 days to a point in time just prior to the recurrence of the same exact problem that we saw.
OK, let's go back to my screen now. We can see that the performance is starting to go bad here. Oracle Open Database cursors have climbed way out of the range that Alive has learned as normal. Hold on a second. Looks like my BlackBerry is going off again. It looks like I've received one of Alive's predictive alerts. You can see it down here scrolling on the bottom of my screen. This alert is actually telling me that I'm going to have a failure in my application originating in the DB server tier within 15 minutes with a high probability of 72%. All right, let's go back and look at this alert in a little bit more detail. We can see that not only do I get that information, but I also get the information about what I need to do to fix it. In this case, all I need to do is execute the script that my DBA created in the previous step. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to run this script now, and this will delete those bad reporting jobs that were causing us problems with our application. All right, let's go back and see what this has done in terms of performance. There it is. We're back in the normal range for open cursors. Because of this predictive alert, we were able to avert the problem before it happened. Let's go back to Mazda.
Steve, it's clear. Once a live learns a problem, it can predict it. So visit us at booth 49 to get a detailed view of demo. Enjoy.